Hey everyone, welcome to a new video, and in this video I'll be playing a game called Naruto Ninja Rebirth. And as you can tell by the name, it's a mobile gacha game based on Naruto, where you can build yourself a team with 5 of your most favorite characters, power them up and use them against other players, or even just playing against NPCs really, completing quests and achievements on your own account and progressing on the story. If you want to download this game and try it out yourself, all the download links will be on the description below and also on the pinned comment. During this video, I will show you guys some gameplay of the early game itself, where we can just build up our team and summon new characters, and also later in the video, I'll show you guys a late game character with its own specific skills, a character that goes by the name of Hokage Kakashi, and you guys can actually understand what is the difference between a late game character and an early game character. Without further ado, let's start. So, just like any gacha game, when you start a new game, you are presented with some kind of an intro or also some kind of tutorial, and I will let this first intro play so that you guys can also understand and see the gameplay of it, because, well, it can be interesting for some. After playing for a while, I noticed that you have some specific ways of building your team. You have the frontline characters, you have the backline characters, and you have the middle ones. But one of the things that this game does well is that, for example, you cannot put a character that is from the back line in the front line. So in other words, it saves you time on thinking what that character needs to do, because the game already automatically assigns that character to his specific place in the team. So whenever you get a new character in the future, you cannot put it in a position where it does not belong to, because if it belongs in the front, it will stay on the front. You cannot put it in the back. The game obviously teaches you some ways of powering up your character, but since, well, you cannot have everything on your own easy way, you also have to explore and see what other things can you power up on your character itself. Later, you will start unlocking achievements, unlocking missions, and also unlocking the summons. The game gives you 5 characters so that you can start your game with, but obviously those 5 characters get weaker over time, right? So the moment that I unlocked the summons, well, I just tried my luck. So on my first summons I got quite some interesting characters, one of them being Kakashi, and since I said at the early of the video that I would showcase like a late game character, which is Hokage Kakashi, getting Kakashi for the early game allows us to, you know, compare a little bit between the early game and late game, which is cool. And then I also got another character that I enjoy a lot, which is Toby. And honestly, Toby's gameplay is quite interesting to say the least. I like it, he's funny. So then I continued playing and upgrading my characters. As you can see, Kakashi and Toby over there already have green borders, which means they are upgraded. But then the more I would play, the harder it would become, and I started wondering, okay, if Kakashi is performing like this, what is Hokage Kakashi supposed to do? Hokage Kakashi has 4 skills, and he gets an extra skill and different graphics once we perform the awakening. Skill number 1 is Kamui, which sends one enemy into the Kamui dimension, dealing chakra damage and reducing the enemy's skill attack and physical attack. Skill number 2, Suryudan no Jutsu, which is a Suiton technique that Kakashi specializes in, summoning a water dragon and dealing chakra damage to enemies within range. Skill number 3, Shidori. Kakashi channels lightning chakra around his hand and deals greater chakra damage to an enemy. And finally, skill number 4, which is honestly the most cool looking one in my opinion, he summons an earth wall with 4 dog heads, trapping the enemy and dealing chakra damage. So now we perform the awakening. To perform the awakening, you need to complete a final quest, which is basically to test if your character is already strong enough to be awakened. You complete the quest, you get the materials that you need for the awakening, and once you perform the awakening, you get a new skill and of course new graphics. Look at that. The new skill is called Kamui Shuriken. It throws 3 giant shurikens through his Susanoo, targets enemies which will receive physical damage, and they will be trapped in the Kamui dimension. The enemies, once they reappear, they lose all of their chakra. And even after the awakening is only the first step, because you can improve your character further and get extra effects on all of your skills. For example, once you upgrade to Awakening +1, your first skill, Kamui, is upgraded into Kamui Plus, which gets an extra effect. And this extra effect is awesome because now your Kamui skill actually targets all the enemies. Well, this was it for the video, hope you guys enjoyed, and remembering that if you want to download Naruto Ninja Rebirth, all the download links will be on the description and on the pinned comment below.